Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to my Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 4, continuing the adventures of Todd Bogg, the Demonologist. Last week came up, we recently cleared out a bit more of our surrounding area, and recently took over this hamlet here. Looks like I accidentally moved there, so I apologize for that, but looks like we had the movement points to get back and take out this little farm. Looks like we got boars and some moose next to my little leader here, but I don't think we're in any trouble. So we're slowly building up our resources, as you see here. We haven't reached or met any of the other factions yet, so that's a good thing. We can continue to get a little stronger before that happens, but we're going to continue. So right now we're going to go ahead and take over some more resources, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And that'll get me into combat here with what seems to be just one captain and a soldier of his. Here, though, we have to be a little more selective, but we've got a wealth of resources here, so this is a wonderful little area here. First time I've seen such a collection of different resources here. So we'll go ahead and... wrong guy collected. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and select my next commander here, and we'll go ahead and go down here. Ooh, a Sphinx. I wonder if that's used by my faction or if that has any bearing anywhere else, so we'll have to see that. Right now we don't have enough resources to recruit, so we'll go ahead and end turn. Attacking a farm. Alright, so should go pretty quick. Yep. Pretty much the way I expected it to go. Same here. A lot of reloading and then, yep. Nice and quick. Those sacrifices up so that we can start doing our work. So this is one of those lakes I was talking about in the winter months that will freeze over. Just don't be on it when it thaws out is the one thing I will mention. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and come up here. Ooh, okay. So this has way too many guys for me now, but definitely something that is cool. You can see the resources it offers, including trade, but it has defenses and it has, let's see. Doesn't show it here, but it does have siege weapons, so it's not something we'll be taking anytime soon. But this right here is a nice easy battle for 3 gold and a couple sacrifices, so definitely want to take on those guys. And then we got a watchtower with some bandits there, so alright. For my next person here, we got a giant crab. Let's see. He's a mean little sucker. Does 1 to 20 damage. 55 hit points. Okay. Well, don't have to worry about him right now. Oh, I guess I should check. He is amphibian, which I expected, so he can come up on land. So we may have to worry about him later. But for now, let's go ahead and take our next village. We got an elephant and the monkey again. How you doing, little monkey? All right. Let's see. So we do have enough to recruit. So before I mess up here, we'll go ahead and recruit. Trying to remember what I needed here. I needed more melee troops here, so let's quit doing that. Recruit. We'll go ahead and get some more swordsmen. So we should be good to reinforce our troops once they return home. And we're getting close to being able to use our sacrifices again, so we'll do that next round. So, end turn. Alright. Here's that independent village. There's going to be a lot of nice resources there. Alright, nice quick fight. This one will go the same way. Just a mirror of the last fight we had. Alright. So, we now have 12 sacrifices coming in a month. Really good. And looks like we've got a couple villages here. I think we could take this. We'll take some casualties, but I don't think we're going to have any trouble doing that, so let's go ahead and do that. Elephant's moving around, and then we'll probably swing back up and grab this guy, and then head back and pick up our recruits. We're making 32 gold now, which, again, will change during the seasons, especially up here. So there might be less gold being gained once we hit full winter. But let's see what we want to do with myself here. Let's see. Take this watchtower. It should give us good visibility. And you guys get to see our first siege. 3 crossbowmen up there. don't think it's going to be a problem. Oh, another watchtower here, an unclaimed, looks like farm. So let's see. And then after this battle, we'll go ahead and do some summonings here. So, all right, let's see what we got. So I'll go to the speed. Now, when they're on the walls like this, they actually get a height bonus and a range bonus. And the way range works is if you're using a normal ranged weapon, if they're over half your range, half your effective range on your weapon, you actually have a detriment to your ability to hit and do damage to your opponent. So there is a benefit to being on top of these walls, as well as, of course, it acting as a shield for your troops as well, reducing the damage. So this one, ooh, I did not see that they had this little demon guy. That's not good. This is going to be rough. Hopefully my cultist leader can swing this back into our favor. That burning should do its part. There we go. Ooh, that was a bit rougher than I wanted it to be, but we just got a little snake to get rid of, and there we go. Whew. Okay. So now we got this tower here. And then when we go to recruit units, so up here we'll show you any places you can recruit. We can't recruit at a watchtower, but that other tower I showed you earlier, you could recruit at. In this case, though, we need to recruit something, so let's even out our crossbows. Get some more of those. Lots of roaming stuff here. I'm not feeling too confident. Ooh, another city. Lots of pike and a few crossbowmen, so that might be something we can take out later. But at this point, I'm going to just... Actually, let's use my special powers here. So we're going to increase our chances here. The Infernal Horde, let me just right-click on this and show you. This gives you a small horde of low-ranking demons. As you can see, it takes 225 sacrifices to bring it, but this does bring out a large number of them, so it can be quite useful. In this case, though, we're going to go ahead and do this. And yes, we brought it in out of the lesser demons, so a big melee heavy hitter for sure. And we will have enough sacrifices next round, so we're going to just clear up this boar so he doesn't come back and recapture these things, especially this village. It's extremely useful there. So as for my other leader here, he is dire straits. I don't want to run against this elephant right now because that's a lot of hit points to chew through. So I think we're going to start our walk back home. So just go ahead and do that. And that will be it for our turn here today. So let's do that. And speed through the boars. They should be nice and easy. Alright. And now we're back here. That boar is going to probably go and take my stuff. So let's go ahead and take care of him. So this is an ancient forest here. Right now you're seeing just the deer on here. It is a monster generator, and there really isn't a way to turn this one off. So it's going to constantly create these little creatures and everything. So leaving behind a little garrison here may not be a bad thing, but for now we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to clear up some of the stuff around here while we wait. As for you, you're going to keep moving back. And then slowly get back to the base so we can get those troops that we're recruiting. 10 crossbowmen, 10 swordsmen. We're going to definitely need more swordsmen, and we'll probably get swordsmen the next time as well because we're depleting mostly our melee units as expected because they're the ones taking the brunt of the damage. So, end turn. Alright. Speed right through. Crossbows take down boars fairly well, it looks like. Something to keep in mind if you ever find yourself lost in the woods. And let's go ahead and use my special power. Let's do that demon summoning. Let's see what it brings up. That's useful. Those guys are extremely useful in sieges because they cast spells and everything. They don't fly, even though they have little bone wings. But yeah, they can cast some interesting spells like reanimation, bringing the dead back to life for that. And I wonder... Yeah, see, they have different spells as well. Reanimation, disease, strength, sap, black cloud. So even the spells they have memorized can be different for each and every one that you bring up. So we got some more versatility here. And again, it looks like we're going to need some more melee troops in order to maintain our battle line there. So, but with the remaining movement point, let's go ahead and take that. And then we'll go to our other commander. Slowly walk his way through. It's pretty slow going because of the terrain. As you can see, the elephant and the lion or the deer have already taken back some of my villages, so I'll have to come back and take those over, unfortunately. So, all right. So, oh, that's a better bowman than that slinger. So, hopefully they're hitting my lesser demons who have tons of hit points. So. And they're both panicked now, so at this point, yep, that's what I thought would happen. We turned one into an undead, so let's go ahead and, where is it? Transfer units. And we're going to go ahead and take that guy out so that we're not slowed down by him. And hopefully he can hold off against the wealth of boars that are going on there. And his friend over here is also protecting a village. It won't be more than road blocks, road bumps, speed bumps. Thank you. Jeez. There would be nothing more than speed bumps to any force that's coming at them, but at least it gives me something there. Oh my gosh. How many boars do I got running around? Well, might as well as explore and take out a boar at the same time. Ooh, swamp. Alright. And then we continue the slow march back. Luckily, we're now in an area where we can get 3 action points. Go ahead and recruit. Right. So we'll do more swordsmen here. And click enter. So that boar is very dead. Alright, I'm curious. Did those... Yeah, those were just summoned, not reanimated, so it's a little different. Ooh, those moose are so big. Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead and do that movement there. We got 3 wolves. And this is that coal mine. I think we could probably take that, so we'll probably take that next round. Alright. Here. Alright, we're almost to where we can get our troops here. And we can recruit another unit, so let's get some more swordsmen. Alright. And scouts available, so that could be useful with those bandits that we saw earlier before. So it looks like something has taken this farm back, but we don't see it. So it's obviously going to be one of those bandit groups that we were talking about. Let's go ahead and use my special power and do that demon summoning. Let's see what we get this time. Another ice demon. Not my favorite of the demons, but can't complain about troops. Alright. So we'll go ahead and move here. Do that transfer. And we'll go ahead and just select all of those. And now we have a pretty massive army here with Falfaroon. He's got 46 units, so we're going to come back and we're going to conquer all of these lands again because they're definitely high value for my strategy here. Now, Falfaroon has the ability to use the summoning abilities, so he could also do demon summoning, but he's not as good at it. So we got to be careful because he's going to have less control. With the army he has, it's not a bad thing at this point, but I want to continue building up my demonologist force, Todd Boggs force, before we start worrying about our cultists here. So, all right, with that, we're going to end turn. And this is against those dwarves. So occasionally it does glitch. As you can see here, it shows a forest setting instead of the coal mine that we attacked. I think that might be because the base for the coal mine was indeed this. I'm used to seeing them in a mountain setting, though. It's really weird to see dwarves in the forest terrains. As you can see, we're summoning up a storm with our units we have. So, alright. So, at this point, I think I accidentally put him to sleep. So let's go ahead and activate him. And right now, they're just bandit slingers. Those boars are probably going to take over some of my stuff up there. And that's probably the most frustrating thing about this game is the random monsters will come and undo a lot of your progress, and you can see how long it takes to get to where you need to go. But at this point, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, just a menagerie of monsters there. Market Village, though. Let's just take that. Desert Palace. Only has 6 bowmen on it, so that could do some damage, but with the forces I have right now, I feel confident we could probably take that. And that will be another recruitment spot we can do. But I'll probably take out these bandits first so they don't undo the work we've been doing. But with this now, we have our first trade point. So obviously I don't need the iron right now. However, the gold, I can just do buy sacrifices. And that'll get me basically 1 sacrifice every 2 turns, roughly, because I only have 1 point here. So that's what I'd like to do, but instead we're just going to sell iron for now. I have more than enough of it, get us that extra gold. If I click buy at overprice, what it does is it actually doubles the costs of what I pay for those, or what I'm buying. So if I was buying iron, I do this. Instead of buying the 1 iron per month like I get with the trade point, it'll actually let me buy 2 iron a month, but you spend 2 gold for each, so you're paying twice as much for those, but you get to double your effective trade value. So, but we'll just go ahead and sell iron for now, and we'll keep that going there. Let's see. So he's good to go. Let's get my cultists going again. So you can use a variety of ways to move them. WASD allows you to do that, as well as your numpad. So I was using the numpad there. Let's go ahead and recruit a unit. We'll go ahead and recruit some swordsmen. And I believe that is our turn here. Making sure we got everything set. Yep. So go ahead and hit end turn. Alright, the bandits have gone ahead and taken my coal mine, so I guess I'll go back and take it back. Let's see, I could do that, and let's go ahead and summon up some demons before I do that, shall we? Ooh, that's a different one. Let's take a quick peek at what he is. So, this is a spine devil. So he's got 2 attacks, 3 attacks total, 2 poison claws and a barbed tail. He's fire resistant, banishable. He does poison. So basically anybody attacking him will get poisoned from his spines. And then he's battle fast, which means he moves faster than everybody else. So, and the damage they do is pretty good for the poison claws. So it does 1 damage and then another 1 to 10 damage. He adds +4 to that, so it's essentially they're rolling a d5. So he can do anywhere from 1 to 5 damage because of his abilities, and then poison on top of that. So not a bad little fighter. Definitely not the sturdiest of summons, but he can do some serious damage. Alright, and then we've got Falfaroon. Well, I mean, we can definitely take the giant crab, and he's in our way, so I don't want him taking stuff back, so we get to see what a fight with a giant crab will be like. Alright. Don't need to recruit anything, so we can go ahead and hit end turn. Alright. Come on. Oof. We just ate that swordsman. But we're going to start beating him. Now, there is such a thing as battle fatigue. It doesn't happen in the smaller battles at all, but in larger battles, it'll slowly start doing damage to your units until they either die or your opponents die. So it's a way to keep long fights from going on infinitely. Again, you're not going to see it for a while in our fights here, but you will see it eventually. So. Alright. There we go. Got rid of those bandits that were roaming the battlefield here. Boars are here to try and do the same thing. That is the old debate, isn't it? Alright, we'll wipe out the boars. And then probably the wolves. It's frustrating trying to keep your stuff. You see I've already lost this to the boars up here. Oh, what do we got here? Is this our merchant? This is our merchant here. So, as you can see, he's not really much of a person here. He's a berserker, though. So he gets a strength bonus, which lets you do extra damage and more hit points and stuff. But that extra hit point isn't going to be the difference between living and dying. But what you can see is he has an amulet of hate, which is probably why he's a berserker. It gives him immunity to charm and the berserker ability. So he's got a rare magic item, which is really cool. But he also has a wizard buddy, and this is the guy I'm probably more scared of. He casts white magic level 2, which means he might be able to banish my demons and everything. And he's got a horror helmet, which causes fear. And then he's got the staff of the magi, which gives him extra range and damage. So pretty nice. I think this might be something worth chasing down, though. That knight is pretty rough. He's that battle fast again, so he gets to charge into battle at twice the speed. And you can see he's got the lance charge, the broadsword, and the hoof. The lance charge is once per battle, so as they impact into you, they'll make that attack once, and then it'll be broadsword and hoof, representing the knight and the troops. But yeah, they've got armor 3, armor 4 with the shield on 50% of the time. So definitely a tough nut to crack. Luckily, our crossbows can do a number, but they've got a lot of crossbows. So, but that was that event, if you remember from the last video, that popped. So once we clear these boars, I think we'll actually head north and try and take them out. I think we have plenty of troops with the demons that we've been summoning. So we took out the crab. It's time to take out the elephant. As much as I want to let him continue running around, Stampy must die. So with that, we'll go ahead and recruit. And we'll get some more, let's see, we'll do swordsman here. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. And we'll see what happens to Stampy. The epic battle of Stampy versus an army. Oof, see, that's that trample there. So he broke through and managed to kill a crossbowman because my swordsman just got knocked out of the way. So, all right, and then the boars are just going to die. Boars are not very resilient to demons, in case you were curious. So, all right, let's see, where did that merchant go? The swamp is not good to walk in. All right, so we'll go up here and we'll hopefully be able to figure out where that merchant went. If nothing else, we'll recover some of our stolen lands here. All right, Falfaroon. I guess we'll take out the deer, and then we'll start working our way through, and we should be able to eliminate the rest of these towns and get them all taken care of here. So, all right, don't have anything to recruit, so as you can see, the turns go fast and furious at this rate. All right, bye, deer. Oh, we've got our first opponent here. Oof. Okay, so our opponent here is a high cultist. So think the, let's see, Cthulhu mythos, essentially. So they're from the sea, so as you can see, they're shamblers are their standard rank monsters, hybrid fishermen, things like that. So they have cultists, they gain followers that way and everything like that, and then they can summon, you know, these crazy creatures of the deep kind of thing. So so this is a amphibian, so he can enter water squares. He's just all sorts of strange and weird. This one has an area effect, so he has an attack that hits an area in close combat and does acid damage. So, but 45 hit points. That's rough. And then he has some human troops as well. So the High Cultist casts Void Magic, so there's some interesting spells in that line for sure. So this might be an interesting fight, but I think we're the more powerful for sure with what we've got here, just because of the wealth of spell casting we've got. But let's see. Yeah, I guess we can risk it. So we'll go ahead and head up, over, and we'll see. He'll probably run away more than likely, because I don't think he wants to mess with this right now. All right, let's start this fight. Oh, spearmen and a hamlet. Looks like a wandering group. Pygmies. Ooh. I think these guys are just, yeah, they're just tiny people. But they have bows, so they're ranged attackers. And their bows have a range of 5, so a pretty good range despite their size. So, and poison definitely makes them dangerous. So, all right, go ahead and recruit. We can get a captain. That might be useful. Yeah, let's get the captain. We'll spend it. So now I have another leader here, and the captain could take control of troops and march them out, so we can recapture some of those spots that are getting captured by the wild. So he's an officer capable of commanding armies. That's pretty much all he does. Sometimes you'll get special captains that will improve what you can recruit in an area. For now, we're going to put him on sentry mode because we don't need him doing anything until we build up enough of an army there. But I think that's our turn, so let's go ahead and see what happens with this. What is this? A Fiend of Darkness. Is it? Oh, it's stealthy. So that's why I never see him when I look at the village. That makes more sense. Okay. So the crossbows have done their part. Now our turn. And you notice again, our swordsmen are attacking after their spearmen because of that initiative. So, and the poison killed off a couple more people there, so not great. And just as we expected, the opponent ran away. There's a meteor. Ooh, leaving only a crater. Okay. I kind of want to go... yeah, let's go see what it is. Well, I won't make it this round, but we could probably take the farm and then figure out what happened at the meteor, if anything. Alright. So, these guys are just villages. This is the big one. That one's going to be a rough fight. Because we're about... I mean, we do outnumber them, but it's going to we're going to take some casualties for sure in that case. But that would be a nice little addition here. Let's go ahead and take out these guys for now because they're wanderers and they're just going to be annoying. A wolf hamlet. Oh, that'll be interesting. And then the lion tribe village here. Okay. Gallows, again, another resource that would be used by others, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and recruit some crossbowmen. Alright, got that battle going, and I think that is all we're going to do this round, so let's go ahead and hit end turn. Alright. Alright. Took some casualties, but we wiped them out. Don't have to worry about them. An assassin. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and take that farm, and then we'll figure out if there's anything at the crater next round. All right. Let's see. So we've got hamlets. We've got wolves galore. A desert palace we want. So, let's see. I think we can take this hamlet and come back and conquer that hamlet. Get the resources. Alright. I think that's all we've got to do today, so let's end turn. Wipe out these guys here. Alright. Oh, I forgot to look at the assassin for you guys, but I can tell you a little bit about it. Let's just go ahead and check this. Iron Mine, oof, Guardians. These guys are immobile, but they project lightning, so that just hits anywhere. It's random enemies. So it doesn't have a chosen target, but the fact that it hits random enemies means your rear ranks are not safe, and that's rough. 42 hit points, good armor. It's definitely something you don't want to fight if you can avoid it. Also, slash and pierce resist, so it'll take half damage from any weapon attacks. So tough things to take out. I'm definitely not worried about getting that at this time. Doesn't look like anything happened of this crater, so you don't have any movement points left, so that was a bummer. For here, we'll go ahead and probably take out these pygmies. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, I think that is all we want to do. We'll go ahead and recruit some swordsmen. Don't need another captain right now. So he's getting a sizable unit together. That'll allow us to control our mid-game. All right. Also, another useful thing about having a captain is he can then bring troops to your leaders. Sort of a mid-air refueling kind of concept. So, all right. We'll go ahead and end turn here. And I know we got plenty of sacrifices, so we're going to use those soon enough. But let's see how we do against the pygmies here. So. That poison is rough. So the way poison works is it implies damage. Usually about 10 is the base. And then that damage is spread out over 10 turns. So you'll take the 1 point of damage every turn for 10 turns until you die. But at the end of the combat, it'll still run that clock down, so you'll end up dying from the poison if you get poison and you have less than 10 hit points. So it's a bit rough to get low-level troops poisoned like that. So, but with that, I think we're going to wrap up our recording today. This has been Conquest of Elysium 4, Part 3. We'll continue the adventures of Todbog the Demonologist as he rampages through town and kills boars and snakes alike. But you got to at least see a giant elephant and crab get destroyed today. We'll definitely see some more nasties in the next video. So feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below if you want to continue seeing this series. I appreciate it, and have a good night.